Have you ever wondered why some women enter a room and without saying a word, take control of all the energy around them? They don't shout, they don't beg, they don't compete. They simply exist, and in the silence of this presence, his mind bends, even without understanding why. Carl Jung said that the unconscious rules our lives until we make it conscious. And many women still live within the shadow of the masculine, trying to gain attention, trying to prove their worth, trying to be chosen by immature hearts and fragile egos. But there is another path, a less noisy, more sacred path. A path that begins when you decide to no longer give your energy to the emotional chaos of those who don't know themselves. Modern men often don't seek love. They seek validation. They desire mirrors that reflect their ego, not the truth. And the woman who hasn't yet made peace with her wounds falls into this dance. She dances to be seen. She smiles to be accepted. She molds herself to be loved. But this isn't love. This is emotional hunger. In Jungian psychology, the archetype of the wild woman is one who has returned to her core, who has embraced her pain, her fury, her light, and her darkness. She isn't afraid to be alone because she has learned to hear herself in silence. She knows that a man is only worthy of her surrender when he doesn't fear the abyss of her depth. And that's what magnetizes him, not her body, not her smile, but the mystery she carries in her eyes, in her pauses, in the way she walks unhurriedly, as if she's not searching for anything, because she's already found herself. When you activate your feminine energy at this level, a level of conscious presence, of consolidated identity, of integrated soul, something shifts in his psyche. Without rational understanding, he senses that there is a woman who cannot be possessed, only honored. And desire is born, not from easy conquest, but from the impossibility of control. This woman doesn't respond to games. She sees beyond behaviors. She sees fears. She doesn't beg for love because she has become a source of self-love. She understands the cycles. She knows that sometimes you have to withdraw for the other person to perceive the emptiness that remains, not as punishment, but as clarity, not as manipulation, but as healing. Because true feminine power isn't dominating a man. It's not needing him to feel whole. When you stop trying to prove you deserve to be loved, when you stop trying to fix the other person while still carrying open wounds, when you withdraw and choose yourself, you activate an ancient force that no theory can explain, but every man feels. This force is called integration. You no longer want just any man. You no longer need to be chosen by someone who doesn't know who they are. You no longer lose yourself trying to fit into another person's desires, because now you have become your own home. And the woman who knows her worth doesn't chase. She chooses.